Did you know that something as simple as squeezing a little lemon into your drink could either help or hinder your health, especially after the age of 60? Now, I don't say that to alarm you. Lemons are a marvellous fruit, and in many cases they can be your ally, supporting digestion, strengthening the immune system, and refreshing the body. But when they're combined carelessly with certain foods, they can set the stage for discomfort, nutrient loss, and sometimes even more serious problems. You see, after 60, the body changes. The digestive system slows a little, the kidneys work harder, and blood sugar is more sensitive. It's in these years that small dietary choices can make a very big difference. So today I'd like to take you through some of the foods you should avoid mixing with lemon and why. And then I'll show you safe, nourishing combinations that can truly support digestion, circulation, and joint health. Dairy and lemon. For many people, dairy has always been considered wholesome. A glass of milk, a bowl of yogurt, or even a little cheese feels like comfort food, rich in calcium, and often thought to support strong bones. But when you add lemon to dairy, particularly after the age of 60, the body may not always thank you for it. Let me explain why. Lemon juice is naturally high in citric acid. When this acid meets the proteins in milk, it causes the milk to curdle, separating into small lumps and liquid. Now, this might sound like nothing more than a kitchen experiment, but inside your stomach, this curdling can translate into heaviness, bloating, or food that seems to sit rather than digesting smoothly. In younger people with a strong digestive system, the body can often cope, but as we grow older, stomach acid production and digestive enzymes decline. This means food doesn't always break down as efficiently. So if a person in their 70s has yogurt with a drizzle of lemon juice or a trendy lemon milkshake, the result can be gas, discomfort, or even diarrhea. Research supports this. Food chemistry studies show that citric acid alters the structure of milk proteins, changing how they behave during digestion. And clinical nutrition reports confirm that older adults are more prone to poor calcium absorption when acidic foods are combined incorrectly with dairy. I once knew a lady named Joyce, yet she often woke feeling bloated and uneasy. When she swapped the lemon for calming chamomile, those troubling symptoms disappeared. It wasn't a miracle, it was simply better food combining. So what can you do instead? Avoid adding lemon directly to milk, yogurt, or cheese dishes. Skip the creamy lemon desserts or lemon-infused dairy drinks unless the food has been cooked in a way that neutralizes the acid. And if you enjoy lemon water, take it at least an hour apart from dairy so the stomach can process one before the other. Now let's look at something sweet, sugar. It shows up in so many places. The teaspoon stirred into tea, a slice of cake at a birthday party, or even the little pastries many enjoy with morning coffee. On its own, refined sugar already places stress on the body, but when you add lemon to the mix, particularly for those over 60, it can make things more difficult. Here's why. Lemon contains citric acid, which has the effect of slowing down the way the body handles glucose. Normally, when we eat something sweet, blood sugar rises, and the pancreas releases insulin to move that sugar into the cells for energy. But in the presence of high levels of acid, this process becomes less efficient. The sugar lingers in the bloodstream longer, leading to sharper spikes followed by sudden dips. This can leave a person feeling lightheaded, fatigued, or hungry again soon after eating. And over time, repeated spikes and crashes put strain on the pancreas, which is especially concerning as we grow older. After 60, the body often becomes more resistant to insulin, meaning sugar control is already harder. It's no surprise then that 1 in 4 adults over 65 is affected by type 2 diabetes. Research has shown that acidic foods combined with refined carbohydrates can reduce insulin sensitivity by as much as 20%. That's not a small figure. It's enough to noticeably affect energy and focus. I had a friend named Frank who made homemade lemonade every afternoon. Fresh lemon juice, plenty of water, but always 2 spoonfuls of white sugar. It was his daily ritual, yet he couldn't understand why he felt so drained after lunch. A routine blood test showed that his glucose levels were swinging up and down. When he simply switched to unsweetened lemon water and kept his sweet treats separate, his energy returned and his focus sharpened. So what can we take from this? If you enjoy lemon, pair it with naturally sweet foods, berries, apples, or a drizzle of raw honey. These provide fibre and nutrients that help balance the effect on blood sugar. But avoid combining lemon with refined sugars like white sugar, syrups, or sweets in the same meal or drink. And if you do indulge, give your body some time before adding lemon so it can process the sugar first. Lemon and oxalate-rich foods. Now let's talk about another group of foods, ones that we usually think of as very healthy: spinach, beetroot, peanuts, and even certain nuts and seeds. They're high in fibre, antioxidants, and nutrients that support the heart and the brain. But there's something important to understand if you regularly pair them with lemon. These foods are naturally rich in oxalates, plant compounds that in themselves aren't harmful for most people. But when oxalates meet acids, such as the citric acid in lemon, they combine with calcium and form tiny crystals. If the kidneys can't flush them out efficiently, those crystals may slowly develop into kidney stones. This is particularly important after the age of 60. As we get older, kidney function naturally slows. The filtration system isn't as efficient, meaning oxalates and acids can build up more easily. That's one reason why kidney stones are more common in older adults than in the young. I remember a lady named Linda who was devoted to her morning beetroot and lemon juice. She believed it was cleansing her liver. But after several episodes of sharp back pain that took her to the emergency room, her doctor discovered she was forming calcium oxalate stones. By simply leaving out the lemon and enjoying her beet juice plain, the problem resolved. This doesn't mean you should avoid spinach or beetroot altogether. They're full of valuable nutrients. The key is not to combine them with lemon too often, especially if you've had kidney stones before, or your doctor has told you that your kidney function is reduced. Instead, enjoy spinach with olive oil, or dress your salad with a little vinegar instead of lemon. And always drink plenty of water to help the kidneys flush out excess oxalates. Lemon with raw honey. Now that we've seen some combinations to be cautious with, let's look at how lemon can truly shine when paired wisely. One of the most beautiful partners for lemon is something many of you may already have in your kitchen cupboard: raw honey. I say raw because it makes all the difference. The honey that comes in those plastic bottles on supermarket shelves has usually been pasteurized and filtered, which removes much of its natural goodness. Raw honey, on the other hand, is full of enzymes, antioxidants, and antibacterial properties that have been treasured for centuries. When you mix a little raw honey with warm, not boiling water and fresh lemon juice, you create a soothing tonic that supports digestion, calms inflammation, and even helps the immune system. It's a combination that many traditional cultures have used as a daily ritual for health and vitality. Why does it work so well, especially for older adults? After 60, our stomachs often produce less acid. This can make digestion sluggish and reduce the absorption of nutrients. Lemon provides a gentle acidity that helps wake up the stomach, while raw honey coats and soothes the lining, helping food move more comfortably through the gut. Then there's immunity. Lemon provides vitamin C, while honey supplies natural plant compounds that fight bacteria. Together, they strengthen the body's defenses without the need for synthetic supplements. In fact, a 2018 study confirmed that the polyphenols in raw honey help stimulate the immune system. I think of my neighbour Joe, a sprightly 72-year-old, who starts every morning with a mug of warm lemon water and a teaspoon of raw honey. He says it keeps his digestion calm, his throat clear, and even eases the little coughs that used to trouble him in the colder months. He swears the difference over the past year has been night and day. If you'd like to try it yourself, here's how. Squeeze half a lemon into a mug. Add a teaspoon of raw honey, local if possible, and fill the cup with warm water. Sip it slowly before breakfast. Just remember, if the water is too hot, it destroys the delicate enzymes in honey, so always keep it comfortably warm, never boiling. It's a small act of daily care that can feel like a ritual, simple, natural, and deeply nourishing. Lemon with turmeric and black pepper. There is a spice, golden in colour, that has been valued for thousands of years in traditional medicine, turmeric. Many of you know it as the seasoning that gives curry its bright yellow hue, but beyond the kitchen, turmeric has a remarkable gift. It helps calm inflammation in the body. Now, what makes turmeric truly powerful is a compound called curcumin. This is the substance that gives turmeric its healing reputation. But here's the challenge. Curcumin on its own is not easily absorbed by the body. You could eat spoonfuls of turmeric and most of it would pass right through you without being used. This is where lemon and black pepper come in. The natural acidity of lemon helps make curcumin more available, while a compound in black pepper, piperine, boosts absorption dramatically by as much as 2,000%. That means a small pinch of black pepper alongside turmeric and lemon can unlock powerful benefits. Why does this matter? Especially after 60, because as we age, low-level inflammation becomes a silent driver of many health concerns: stiff joints, cardiovascular issues, and even memory decline. Turmeric, combined with lemon and a touch of pepper, helps to soothe this underlying inflammation and support vitality. It also has a special role in supporting the liver. Your liver is constantly at work, processing medications, filtering toxins, and breaking down fats. This workload often increases with age. Turmeric and lemon together stimulate bile flow, helping the liver function more smoothly and efficiently. I think of my Aunt Kathy, who for years struggled with stiff joints in her hands. At 67, she began taking a simple morning tonic: warm water, the juice of half a lemon, a quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder, and a small pinch of black pepper. Within weeks, she noticed her stiffness easing and her energy lifting. It became as natural to her as brushing her teeth each morning. If you'd like to try it, start gently. Turmeric has a strong flavour and it can stain anything it touches. Begin with a small pinch in warm lemon water. Add a crack of black pepper and stir well before drinking. Some people like to add a sprinkle of cinnamon for extra warmth and flavour. Think of it as a golden tonic, a bright earthy start to the day that supports your joints, your liver, and your whole system from the inside out. Lemon with ginger. One of the most trusted remedies in nature's pharmacy is ginger. For centuries, it has been used to warm the body, improve circulation, and settle the stomach. And when paired with lemon, it becomes even more powerful. Why is this combination so helpful? Especially after 60. As we age, circulation often slows. The blood vessels lose some of their elasticity, and hands and feet can feel cold even in mild weather. Ginger contains compounds, gingerols and shogols, that gently dilate blood vessels and stimulate blood flow. Lemon adds vitamin C, which supports the strength of those very blood vessels, while also providing a refreshing lift to the metabolism. Together, they create a warming tonic that feels like a gentle fire from the inside out. But the benefits don't stop there. Ginger is also a remarkable digestive aid. It stimulates saliva and digestive enzymes, helping food move more efficiently through the stomach. Lemon, as we've seen, stimulates bile production. When these two are combined, they form a natural digestive support system. For those who experience bloating, heaviness, or indigestion after meals, this simple drink can bring real relief. Science supports this too. A study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology showed that ginger improves gastric emptying, meaning food leaves the stomach more quickly and comfortably. Another study found that ginger, taken regularly, reduced pain and stiffness in people with arthritis. I think of an older gentleman I met at one of my health retreats. He always struggled with a heavy, sluggish feeling after meals, and he dreaded the cold winters because of his poor circulation. I suggested he start his day with a cup of warm lemon and ginger tea. Within a few weeks, he told me he felt lighter after eating, and those cold hands that used to trouble him were no longer such a burden. To prepare it, simply slice ½ inch of fresh ginger root, place it in a mug, squeeze in the juice of half a lemon, and add warm water. Let it steep for 5 to 10 minutes before sipping. If you like, a teaspoon of raw honey can be added, giving you 3 powerful healing foods in 1 cup. It's a simple habit, but one that can warm the body, calm the stomach, and bring comfort to daily life. Lemon with green tea. There's one more combination I'd like to share with you, and it involves something many people already drink daily: green tea. On its own, green tea is rich in antioxidants called catechins, which protect the body from oxidative stress and support heart and brain health. But here's something remarkable: when you add lemon to green tea, you make those antioxidants far more powerful. The vitamin C and natural acidity in lemon help stabilize catechins, allowing the body to absorb and use them more effectively. Without lemon, much of green tea's antioxidant potential is lost during digestion. But with lemon, these healing compounds become far more bioavailable. Why does this matter, especially after 60? Because oxidative stress is one of the silent contributors to aging. It damages blood vessels, weakens the brain, and tires the body. Green tea already helps reduce this stress, but with lemon, the benefits are multiplied. Studies have shown that adding lemon juice to green tea can increase antioxidant absorption by up to 5 times. Beyond antioxidants, this combination is also soothing for digestion. Green tea has gentle caffeine that can lift alertness without the jitters, while lemon supports liver detoxification and keeps the system alkaline. Together, they form a simple, everyday drink that refreshes the mind and supports long-term health. I recall a gentleman in his late 60s who replaced his mid-morning coffee with a cup of green tea and lemon. He told me not only did he feel steadier in his energy, but his concentration improved, and the bloating he often had after coffee disappeared. It became a small but meaningful change in his daily routine. To prepare it, brew your green tea as usual, let it cool slightly, and then squeeze in half a lemon. Sip slowly, and let the body receive both the calming and energizing gifts this simple pairing provides. So what have we seen today? Lemon is not just a tart little fruit to freshen a drink, it is a powerful tool for health. But like many natural remedies, the effect depends on how it's used and what it's combined with. When mixed carelessly with certain foods, like dairy, refined sugar, or too many oxalate-rich vegetables, lemon can make digestion harder, leave you feeling heavy, or even add strain to the body. But when partnered wisely with foods such as raw honey, turmeric and black pepper, or fresh ginger, it becomes a gentle healer, soothing inflammation, strengthening digestion, supporting circulation, and even lifting the immune system. At this stage of life, it isn't about strict rules or harsh restrictions. It's about listening to your body, making small adjustments, and choosing the combinations that leave you feeling light, energized, and well. Little daily choices, repeated over time, add up to remarkable changes in health. So tomorrow morning, when you squeeze a little lemon into your glass or your teacup, think of it as more than flavor. Think of it as a chance to give your body something supportive, something kind, because you deserve to feel well, not just some days, but every single day.